Hey guys, okay, yes, there's nothing wrong with your screen. I am indeed back. I got sick this week. I've been working my brains out, so, but here we are, okay? So we're gonna talk about a couple things today. I have got a few items, and I feel like I'll just do a couple of them right now, and then we'll spread out some of these things over other videos so we can just have more content, right? That's what we all want. More content, more content. Okay, so today I'm going to go ahead and try these particular items. This is the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer. And then also I wanted to try this, the Hyper Easy Eyeliner from Maybelline in the shade Pitch Black, 800 Pitch Black. It has got a flex brush tip applicator. So we'll try these today. I'm always on the lookout for a good foundation, concealer, and easy liquid liner from brands. I've got other things going on as well. But we're gonna try these today and see how they work. All right, so as you guys may know or remember, I have also tried the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer, which is also supposed to be a gripping primer. So we're gonna try this one from Essence and see how well. And there may indeed be like 1,000 edits in this video because of the cough from the sick. So, all right, let's go ahead and try this. Now it is towards the evening time today, but I can still get it 7 hours of wear out of like any products that I try even right now. So we're just gonna do that now, but I just wanted to mention that because that you might be seeing weird lighting and that's why. So you can see it's kind of pink. The mint one obviously is sort of green. Just gonna tap it on. It smells good, just like they're saying. It smells refreshing. Very fresh kind of a smell, sort of a clean smell. And I can't say for sure, but I feel like it's adding a little bit of glow. It's hard to say for 100% for sure because that spray primer is a little bit glowy. This is not at all in any way as sticky as this one in any way. Like this might be better because if you recall, I mean, if you don't recall, I do have a review on this and you can check that out. But I had a hard time with this primer because it was just too sticky. And I did a full pump of this and it's a tiny bit tacky, but honestly not much more than like a regular moisturizer would be. Okay, so let's find a foundation and get that on. Okay, so I thought we would try the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. Now, the problem is, ladies, is that most of the foundations that I have, they really do just stay on. So I was looking and I'm like, what foundation do I have that has a hard time staying on? And the answer is like, they mostly do just stay on. So let's try a tinted moisturizer and see if it helps with that. Shall we? And again, I'm just gonna use fingers to apply this because it is a tinted moisturizer. Feels like it's gliding on over top very smoothly. It doesn't feel like it's dragging or anything like that. But to be perfectly fair, it doesn't usually feel that way anyway because it is a tinted moisturizer. Very smooth feeling, and I just like it because it actually has some pigment, but it really is just kind of like your skin but better. And then a lot of it doesn't cake up in my dermal ridges, which means usually that means there's just too much pigment. I still do have quite a bit to cover up underneath my eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. It's got a bit more coverage, the Ultimate Cover Concealer from LA Colors. This is a good one for color correcting, and a good one for coverage, and a good one for longevity and mattification. Okay, I know that's a lot of ands, but it really is nice because it actually oxidizes a little bit, which makes the shade really good for color correcting. This is an AOA Studio brush. It's the number F19, and I just really like it for blending out concealer. And since I've got so much hyperpigmentation around my eyes, I'm actually going to use that to my advantage, and we're just going to pretend like that is foundation. All right, one thing I will say as an update to this stuff here, okay? Can you see like right here? Do you see that little patch right there? You might not be able to see it very well on camera, but about a year ago, I got a little patch of eczema right there from what I threw it away, but it was from the L'Oreal. It was some kind of primer. I'll try and put it in somewhere so you guys can see which one it was. But I was using that to sort of freshen up my eye area, that L'Oreal primer. It's like shimmery primer. Because sometimes I would like remove my eye makeup and then have to reapply my makeup later on for whatever was happening. And I was like, oh, I'll use a primer for that. And it should work perfectly, right? No, it gave me eczema right there, like a little patch of skin irritation / eczema. All right, it's happening again. And who is the culprit? This one, okay? And I know it's this one because I've put everything around my eye area, and this was the newest thing, okay? And it just makes sense because most likely whatever's in this, because there's a little bit of shimmer or whatever, is the same ingredient that was in that other L'Oreal one, okay? So I was not having a single problem before I started using this in my eye area. My bad for putting something in my eye area that maybe shouldn't have been, but I put everything in my eye area, you guys. Like, I'm not careful with it, and so that's what that's from, okay? Very annoying to me right now, but it is what it is. Okay, this is the Morphe M506 brush, okay? And what I've been doing recently is taking like a light, really light concealer, maybe one that's a little too light to use just fully under my whole under eye area, and I'm taking it right in this, see that right there, from my eye bags, and I stick the lighter shade right in there, and it sort of creates the, whoops, you really got to get it right in the exact spot you want it, or you'll lose the effect. It just is sort of an illusion that sort of camouflages that eye bag a little bit. It doesn't completely disappear it, but it helps. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a powder on because that's what I do. I'm not gonna use like a powder foundation or anything. I'm just gonna use a translucent powder. This has been my go-to for quite a while now. And again, I'm gonna use this hyperpigmentation to my advantage. And I'm just using the top part under eye powder. I mean, can you see like that patch right there? Oh, I hate it so much. It took a long time for it to heal up the last time that it was giving me trouble. Do I have a powder brush? The fall time weather is starting to kick in. It was so beautifully crisp the other day. I was loving it so much. What's your favorite thing about fall? Like, everything about fall is my favorite thing, you know what I'm saying? I love fall so much, but I love all seasons, and I love the changing of the seasons. It just gives me so much like warm fuzzies, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's get a couple of other things on and I'll come back and we'll do that liner, okay? Okay, so I got a little bit of blush on, brows done, no mascara because it's really difficult to put on your eyeliner with no mascara on, okay? Or with mascara on, what am I talking about? Okay, forget that. All right, here we go. This looks very promising because it's a liquid pen, but it's got a brush tip. Now, my favorite liquid liner to date is this one. This is the Profusion Cosmetics Wing It Superfine Eyeliner. Now, let me just show you. This is a felt tip, ladies, but it just glides like butter. Look how fine that tip is. Now, it won't make much sense until I show you like the tip of another brush to sort of contrast it. Now, I probably should have opened this up before I started yakking away, but I don't do that because I can't think ahead. Like, it's an impossibility for me to think ahead. So here we are wrestling and fighting with this package. There we go, I got it. Okay, the actual casing, very similar. This one feels a little bit heavier, but let's just check the tip, shall we? Oh, looks good. I've got one brush, or two bristles right there that are not making the cut. So I'm gonna actually take some scissors and snip that off, just so that they don't get into the way, okay? Sometimes you just can't help that with a brush. But again, this one is a felt tip. Check that out. See? Now this one is still very fine, so it'll probably work fine. And this one I'm already like, it's starting to fuzz out. There, took care of that, didn't we? But yeah, so if you're looking for a super fine, you can't go wrong with this. It works beautifully, love it. The only thing I don't like about this is that it actually remains a little bit shiny after you apply it. I prefer fully matte, like black hole matte. That's what I prefer. But since I love the way this works and glides on and everything, it's something I'm willing to live with. So I'm just gonna get a mirror and we're gonna try this. All right, I was just checking the for that primer. It doesn't look like much. My skin looks fine though, so there's that. Okay, so I feel like you can get a pretty fine line with this. Seems to be coming out very easily. It's not as black as I was hoping for though. I'm going to bring it out a little bit higher than I normally would. My eyes are super downturned, so like to get a line from here to make it actually wing up and out, you got to draw that line like way far because my eyes are just so downturned. Okay, see what we're talking about here? Like you just got to draw that way up. It seems fine. Let's do the other eye. I feel like it's just not as black as I was hoping for. It's very difficult to get an even wing for me. What I do like though is that the flat side of it, the pigment comes out of the flat side as well, not just the tip and point. So if you lay it down and sort of glide it and want to use the flat side, this side right here, then not just the point, you will get color. So that's nice. So I think that worked out well and quickly and nicely. Very, very smooth glide, like it didn't tug or drag or pull. So I will just continue to wear this for the rest of the day. Let's get some mascara on. Today was going to use this one, which is an Essence and Other Volume Mascara, just better. I like this one better. I feel like it just gives me thicker, bushier, fluffier lashes. This one is making them more long than bushy, I would say. But I don't think it's terrible. And I feel like also this liner is, I'll check it in just a second to see how much it has dried down, but I feel like it's also remaining a little bit shiny. I want a like deep velvety, like black hole velvet, black velvet line. I usually don't, I mean, this isn't terrible at all, and don't get me wrong, like I've been using this one and it does have a little bit of a shiny finish. And this is not like shining to the hills, but it's a little bit more shiny than what I was hoping. It is not transferring. I got a little bit of mascara, but the liner is not transferring at all. It looks really good in my opinion. This one's less expensive and it does not move. So I will wear this for the rest of the day, of course, and let you guys know if it ran or smudged or whatever on me. As of right now, if you're looking for a winged liner, liquid liner, I think this is fine. If you're looking for a brush tip, I think this is fine. I've got another one coming up though, this one right here, the Milani. This is a newer one. The Milani Longwear Eyeliner, liquid liner. This is up to 24-hour wear. Stay Put Infinite Liner is what this is called. Okay, it's the well type where you dip it in the little well. It's not the brush type. But I think the applicator on here is a brush, but it's one of those kinds that's probably really long and thin. So as a contrast, and we'll try this one, so don't you worry, but as a contrast, sometimes the problem with these is there's just too much product on the brush in the beginning and it makes it difficult to have a subtle line or to have to control with it. This is not bleeding too much product, and also it's not running or bleeding outside into my little fine lines and skin wrinkles and stuff. So, all right, that's all I've got for today for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry I was away for so long, but I want to get back into it as soon as I can get my schedule under control. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.